Tracey Brown live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown live. Go to Tracey Brown live. Go to Tracey Brown live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown live. Go to Tracey Brown live. Go to Tracey Brown live.
My favorite symbol is the tree of everything. I took a mental break. Hi YouTube. You know, I just needed a mental break, and oh, child, when you need a mental break, take your mental break. That's all I can, tell you. And I'm honored to listen to myself. But this actually is the perfect time to talk about Archangel Raphael, who is the Archangel of Healing. And this is also the perfect time to talk about Archangel Raphael because, do not get it twisted, everyone. The Delta variant is wreaking havoc on everyone. Just because you don't see it yet doesn't mean it's not rummaging through the earth. Okay? So I want to talk about some things. Hi, Sylvester. Hi, CinW. I'd like to talk about some things that you all need to get as metaphysical people and that you all need to share with others. Now, all you can do is tell people. That's all I'm going to do is offer up how to survive the Delta variant the best way you can. And beyond that, it'll be your relationship with your highest power. So, the Delta variant is not a respiratory issue. It is a digestive issue. Which means we have to be really, really mindful of what we are putting inside our bodies. That means fast food is not going to be your best friend during this Delta variant. Fast food doesn't break down. Fast food isn't even food. That means, for those of you that love Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's not a chicken. That means McDonald's is not your best source during the variant. And those of you that are trying really hard to go vegan, I applaud you. Please look at the back of vegan products. They are high in sodium, the meats. That means if you have high blood pressure, vegan meats are not your thing. So, right now, it is very important to invest in probiotics, vitamin D3, which we've always talked about. It is not a deficiency just for Black folks anymore. The more we wind up in this COVID experience and the more we wind up indoors, the more many cultures need vitamin D3. And you need as much as, 2,000 a day. Some people need 50,000 a week. If you take too much vitamin D, you will release it through your bowels. So don't be afraid that too much can hurt. And you will know if you have an allergy to too much because vitamin D3 will talk to you, which means just minimize it to 2,000 a day. I talked about K2, please look into K2, not K1. K1 you can find in plants. K2 you cannot find. It's usually in kimchi or sauerkraut. And how often do you eat that every day? You don't. So get some K2. And this is going to be the most important one. This is the one that Dr. Selby has been screaming to us about for years. Get you some sea moss and get it before it runs out. And my suggestion is to take sea moss 3 times a day. Take it in the morning with your breakfast. Take it where sometime about midday between 12 and 3. Don't drive yourself crazy. And take it before bedtime, whatever that looks like to you. Okay? Your diet is going to be the most important thing. This Delta variant is attacking your digestive system. That begins with your esophagus and then runs through to until you push it out. You mix sea moss with something. You could mix it with juices. I like to put sea moss in my coffee in the morning. The point is, let's not do all of that I don't like the taste of. It's mandated. Get yourselves some sea moss. Those that listen to me, bless you. Those that don't, I'm okay with that. I'm only the messenger. That's my only job. Beyond that, I pray for you. I pray for myself. You're not getting this information anywhere else. Try not to fight me on what Spirit gives me. All right? One of my group mates is the one that just said, she's like, it's digestive. And apparently, I have to check my videos, my COVID videos, but apparently I said that there was going to be another run of this, and it was not going to be respiratory next time, that it was going to morph into something else. So it's really important to listen. Just listen. Listening can save your lives. And the one ingredient that I want you to take 3 times a day is sea moss. And there's no such thing as too much. It takes whatever's in your digestive system, right? Starting with your throat, and pulls it down. Whatever's fermenting inside. One of my group mates told me there are bacteria inside of us anyway, and take some of the bad bacteria out that sits there so that when you get an infection, the bad bacteria is happy. And then it attacks your body. We want to stay as healthy as possible during the Delta variant. And we want to make sure that if we get it, we're clean enough to survive it. And let me write this. Hold on a second. I was told by one of my group mates who's very sensitive in terms of the metaphysical world. She feels like Delta is in food. So if it's in food, how is it getting in there? So if you're buying fish, you really have to look at where stuff is coming from right now. So, with that being said, not putting another country down, but it's just, you know, it's important to assess right now, right? So, a lot of rice comes from India, which is where the Delta variant is coming from. And I'm not putting India down. I'm saying we got to look at some things. Do you guys understand that without calling me a racist? Do you understand that? All right, let me just see something. Looking for seven products that oh dear. Sugar confectionery, sugar candies. Oh no. She might be right. Oh, child, dried vegetables. Fruits, especially nuts and apples and dates. Coffee, teas and spices. This is a problem, guys. All right, this is interesting. Many cereals. $90 million in cereals. Preserved fruit, vegetables, and fruit juices. I mean, I say this to say that as the Delta variant was running rampant, no one was looking at the import of foods, because when COVID was a problem here in California, we had meat plants. I forget which meat plant it was that was completely infected. They had to shut the meat plants down in California. Well, let's just talk about the Delta variant, though. That's the one that's hurting us the most right now. So we're going to have to change our eating habits until we can get over this hump of the Delta variant. All right? And I know it's going to be hard, but the one thing I noticed about COVID, including the Delta variant, is that Farmer John in California had to be shut down because the people were getting infected and the meat was infected. And the one thing I can tell you about the COVID and now the new Delta variant, a lot of it has to do with how we're eating. A lot of it. We have to fix that. We have to fix how we eat, what foods we're giving our children. Hi, Jackie's Best Life. Hi, Gerda. We have to do better, because this New variant is your digestive. And if it's your digestive, based upon what one of my group mates, Sheena, said, and she feels like it's in the food, I have very, very intuitive, medical, physical people around me. The minute she said it, it made sense to me. It's running too rampant. You understand? All right. Remember, I'm only the messenger. It is going to be your job at this point to really figure out, look at your closets, look at your pantries, really figure out what you can and cannot eat anymore. And it's just for a while. Let's just get rid of the Delta variant, but eating right is the most important thing. And the only other thing that is going to be vital, is to take meds that are subscribed to you the way it's subscribed. You start out with your meds, you add supplements, D3, K2, CMOS, vitamin C, still. Monitor what you're eating. That is the critical point. Your meds, how you take them, what you're eating, meaning what we're putting inside our bodies, and supplements. Thank you, Margin. That's so kind of you. And I want to remind everyone that when every moment you get to breathe, every moment that you think of your misery, of your lack of money, or your greed, I need more money, ask for good health. Every chance you get. Please, Lord, can I have good health? Every chance you get. The reason why I'm telling you to do it often is because we forget. It's so easy to ask for a lottery ticket. You know, it's so easy to try and plan how your personal business can make money, right? What does it matter if you don't have good health? One of my clients' mothers, that's a doctor, I was wishing her something and she was like, in good health. And I was like, oh my God, yes, in good health. This was before the COVID. But it taught me something, that I too was forgetting to ask for something very basic as good health. Final solution to everything? Water. Not flavored water, water. 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 Not flavored water, water. 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 Not fruit juices, water. Thank you, Alexi. We're going to talk about blessings next week. All right? Blessings of your food. So, with all that being said, let's talk about Archangel Raphael, the healer. Oh, where'd you go? Raphael is the angel of the East. And there's a poem here. I'm going to read the poem. I am the angel of the sun, whose flaming wheels begin to run when God's almighty breath said to the darkness and the night, let there be light, and there was light. I bring the gift of faith. Archangel Raphael, Longfellow, Nativity. Colors for Archangel Raphael are yellow, gold, or blue. The spring is the season. Time of day is dawn. The element is air. The astrological signs for Raphael is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius because the element is air. The original Chaldean version of Raphael was named Labiel. The Hebrew word Rapha means healer, doctor, or surgeon. Raphael, strictly speaking, would mean shining healer. We are going to call on Archangel Raphael to live through the Delta variant. We will believe. Information about Raphael stems back to the Northeast before the time of Christ. Ugarit, a city-state that blossomed on the Mediterranean seacoast, had a pantheon that included the high god El and his consort Atarat, whose child was Raphael. The storm god Baal and his sister Anat, other divinities, and, of course, angels. Therefore, Raphael was originally an archetype, not an angel. Raphael's task is to heal the earth. And through him, the earth protects and nourishes humankind. So let's listen to that very carefully. Raphael's task is to heal the earth. Our food are earth-based. And through him, the earth protects and nourishes humankind. This includes, from Raphael, energies of love, joy, light, prayer, compassion, and honor. Raphael's main function is to take care of sickness, disease, an imbalance of all Gaia's children. And what we are discovering with this COVID is that there's an internal imbalance in our bodies. Known as the angel of the sun, he rules science and knowledge. He is the ruling prince of the second heaven, oversees the evening winds, the guardian of the tree of life, governor of the south, and sometimes seen as the guardian of the west. Doing most of our work, he will remain in the east. Raphael is an angel of love and laughter. You got a good sense of humor? It's Raphael inside of you. He is also a guide into the underworld, as well as the patron angel of doctors, nurses, midwives, alternative healers, CNAs, PT, OT, respiratory therapists, most hospital workers, most clerical hospital workers. He's also the patron saint of travelers, and for those who have lost their sight. Now, there's a story about Raphael. I believe it's in the book of Enoch and Tobit. And Tobit, which is not in the Bible, Raphael's the only angel that's not in the Bible. And he was looking up, talking to God and telling God, I love you, I love you, I love you. And the angel, a bird flew over and shot in Tobit's eyes. And he became blind. And Archangel Raphael came to him because Tobit's father, I believe, wanted him to go to another town to collect money, which Tolbert was disciplined to do, but Archangel Raphael showed up with Tolbert to escort him over, but did not show himself as an archangel. So, he is the archangel of losing sight. In modern day times, it's for those people that have lost their way, that can't see where their future is supposed to be. Call on Archangel Raphael. Raphael gave King Solomon the gift of the pentacle, money. Remember, the point of the upright pentacle stands for earth, air, fire, water, and the spirit of humanity surrounded by universal harmony. Raphael is the angel of magical tools and the mysteries that surround them. So for those of you that are in my world, and we love wands, and we use so many different modalities to help us in divination, he's the patron saint of magical tools. That's why I know it's okay for me to do what I do. I have permission. And so do you. Raphael has an affinity with young people and their creativity. Do you have a child that's creative? And some of you do. Where's my girl, Misha? There you go, Misha. You know, she has a child that's into video games. Pray Archangel Raphael over him at all times. Some say he is the supervisor of all guardian angels. Raphael has a sense of humor and likes jokes and playful times. I love that. He looks out for those who are starting new spiritual paths. Where's my guy Sylvester? Are you here? You know, when you need to be inspired spiritually, call on Archangel Raphael. He will infuse you with everything you need to know in your direction. What do you want? With Raphael, you don't have to ask. You just have to say, help me. He looks out for those starting their new spiritual paths, or those who are striving to excel on their chosen journey of enlightenment. He likes to visit unsuspecting mortals and chats with them. He is the Incognito Angel. I just had a conversation with one of my book club mates, and she was telling me about a woman that came to visit her. And she goes, Tracey, something was wrong about this woman. I was like, all right, explain it. And by the time we got finished talking, she said to me first, she said, you know, it was like 90 degrees in New York City. And before she said it, I said, what was she wearing? And she says, oh my God, she was wearing a coat. I said, it's 90 degrees in New York City. What old lady is wearing a coat? And then immediately out her mouth, she says, I think she was hiding wings. And I was like, bingo. We get visits by ancestors, by angels, by guides. There were times throughout the years, my dad has been gone for years, but throughout the years, there'll be something that happens, and I'll be like, that was my dad. Or sometimes I never eat butter pecan ice cream, ever. I'd rather die than eat butter pecan ice cream. And throughout the years, I'll get a weird craving for butter pecan ice cream. I know it's my mother, so I just eat it to satisfy her. because she has come inside for whatever reason, and I'm feeding her. And you all get like this when you start wanting to cook old-time food. Remember when Grandma used to make this? Grandma want to eat some food. So don't be afraid. Not everybody has an altar. I'm not encouraging an altar, but I am encouraging to sometimes, in a little saucer, leave a plate of your ethnic foods out for your ancestors. They will eat it, throw it away the next day. Visualize, Raphael, right? So visualize. And remember, when I'm asking you to visualize, Raphael, there's nothing in my mind. I don't like the way any of the angels are portrayed. They're all Anglo-Saxon, and everything under God is very ethnic. So I had a conversation with one of my clients, and I said, I like to visualize archangels with no face. You know, I like visualizing the colors or the idea or another symbol, like Raphael is representative of the sun. Visualize Raphael as a figure dressed in yellow robes with some purplish lights, carrying a wand, infuse a wand with serpents representing life force. Oh, it's used by doctors. Oh, you know the serpent. And riding upon a breeze. However, other sources feels he wears green robes tinted with blue. So the picture that I'm going to show is green. He seems to have a lot of colors associated with him, and I was drawn to the color green for Raphael. All right, but remember, he is the color yellow or gold or blue. There seems to be some purple hues. And so visualize. All right. So I'll repeat the poem by Longfellow, Raphael, the Angel of the East. I am the angel of the sun, whose flaming wheels begin to run. When God's almighty breath said to the darkness and the night, let there be light, and there was light. I bring the gift of faith. Are you good, guys? I pray and honor that your only prayer for a while is good health. There's nothing we can do if we don't have good health. And not having good health is very, very costly. So all the money that you're wishing for, you're going to use it if you get sick. So better to take the summer right through the fall and just pray for good health. Pray for good health for yourself. Then pray it for your family. Then pray it for others. And I'd like to put a shared prayer out for my girl Sheena, a part of my book club. Let's pray for her good health. Please join me. Please. Fierce recovery, Archangel Raphael, for Sheena. Fierce recovery, starting right now. visualizing Archangel Raphael the way I want to, hovering over Sheena, giving her some healing green light waves, wherever she's at, getting inside her body, healing everything. Taking it from her, taking it out of her, forever healed. I don't know, what I vision is that she might have to throw it up. Did anybody do anything similar? I was like, she might be throwing up. A lot. Oh, there you go, Alexi. Yes. Thank you, Terica. Thank you, Alexi. Look how sweet you guys, Alexis. Look how sweet you guys are. Sheena, we got people praying for you. Thank you. Hi, Susie. How are you, sweetie? How's everything doing? We got, this is a video on the Delta variant. And so if you're just tuning in, Susie, go back and look at it because it was very powerful on what items, hey, boo, what items you all need to be taking to survive this monster. This one. I thought COVID was bad. I called COVID a bitch. Delta is a monster. And if you all just remember, it's about your digestive system this time. COVID was respiratory. This is digestive. Let's monitor what we put in our bodies. It's okay, Susie. We can all get through this. We got to save ourselves. We have to save our children. So, more cooking, less fast foods, less rice. All right? Really, it's really about what we're putting inside our bodies. If we're not learning anything, the first thing we have to learn is that we are not eating right. And just because you came late, get yourself some D3. Get yourself some K2. I'll send you some stuff, Susie. Vitamin C is mandated. I like to get the emergency, 1,000 milligrams. Drink it with your breakfast. Put it in your smoothie. Get it in there. And what else did I say, guys? K2, vitamin D3. Oh, Susie, sea moss. Sea moss. Susie says, I was just telling someone, more cooking, more cooking, more cooking. Cook at home. Yes. That is the key, because one of my girls told me that she feels like it's in the food. If it's in the food, just like Farmer John had to close their meat packing down in California, in Carson, because it was in the meat, right? More cooking, yes. Ooh, child, I'll send the list over. Oh, no, I switched sea moss to 3 times a day. 3 times. In the morning, midday, around 3 o'clock, and before you go to bed. 3 times for you and your babies, everyone. Emergency has a lot of sugar in it? All right. It just has 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I didn't realize. It has sugar in it? I didn't realize. Thank you for saying something. I didn't know, Susie, but I'm telling you, you saved your life. I'm so happy that you changed your whole diet up. I'm honored. 3 times a day, sea moss. And I'm telling everyone, get your sea moss, because trust and believe, every time I say something, you all will run out of it. I mean, you won't be able to find it. I've never really bragged about sea moss. Sea moss is going to be the saving grace. I know, Susie. I know. We all did. Susie's like, all I ate was fast food. I'm like, I know. We all did. But the fast food is probably the real killer. Right? It doesn't work with illnesses. Right? I had to stop. Girl, I get it. Ooh, child, I get it. I get it. Just made 2 jars of sea moss and turmeric. Yes. You know what's funny? I came home from vacation. How was your vacation, Susie? I saw y'all have fun. You know, I don't know if you knew, but I was in St. Croix while y'all were in Puerto Rico. Susie, the trick to exercise is walking. Zinc, yes, zinc is good. I don't believe in zinc. I can only take zinc in a multivitamin. If I take zinc by itself, I'm passing out. It was fun. It looks like you guys had fun. And it looks like you guys went away just in the nick of time. Ciao. 1 more week of the wrong planning date, and y'all would have been in trouble and wasted your money. Oh my God. Baby doll, just order it from Amazon. Don't wish you can have sea moss. You can have sea moss. Just get it from Amazon. I get these sea moss gummies right now. When I got home, I have these on subscription, right? And when I got home, bottle after bottle after bottle was being delivered to my house. Now, I have these on subscription. Monthly. 5 of these, I had to throw one out because it didn't look healthy. 5 of these bottles were being sent to my house. This is what I get from Amazon. And you know, sometimes things happen metaphysically, but you're having a human experience, not a metaphysical experience. And so I had 5 of these bottles, and I was like, oh, this is so weird. And I tossed it aside. I threw one of the bottles out, but I still have 4 of them. And I said, you know, all of a sudden the metaphysical person kicked in. And I said, you know, I don't really take these anymore. There's another sea moss I've been sprinkling in my coffee. But Spirit said, just hold on to these. It's not that big of a deal, right? That's what Spirit said. So I said, fine, Spirit, I'll just hold on to these. So I've got 2 in my, 1 here, 1 in my refrigerator, 1 in my bathroom for some reason, and this one. 4 left because I threw 1 out. And then I spoke to Sheena today, and Sheena was the one that said to me, Tracey is digestive. And once I went over it with Spirit, and I'm like, okay. And Sheena said, it's in the food. And I was like, oh my God. I said, okay, God, what will help? If it's literally in the food, which means for some of us, it might not be avoidable. And I said, God, what can help? Well, sea moss grabs all the bad stuff and pulls it out. So even if the variant is in the food products, it's still going to pull it out. So what you want is that if you do get sick, you don't die. Which is why it's going to be important to increase sea moss 3 times a day. And there's no such thing as too much sea moss, people. Don't measure a spoonful, half a spoonful. Mix it up in something and enjoy it like you would a shake. Get your intestines cleaned and clear. All right? All right, sweetie. 3 times a day. All right? Susie, I'm really happy that you're on a different journey. Good for you. Good for you. I'm proud of you. We all need to be. Yeah. All right, guys. Archangel Raphael is the angel of choice, the angel of healing. Call on Archangel Raphael. And the one thing I want to hear out of your mouth, say it loudly. Say it when you wake up in the morning. Please, God, give me good health. Please, universe, give me good health. Spirit, give me good health. Give my children good health. Give my grandchildren good health. Give my mama, my daddy, my siblings, my animals. Start asking for good health over money. It's much more valuable. All right, I love you all. I thank you all. And we'll figure out another archangel next week, but I hope this one really, really helps you. Let's not go by way of Delta variant. No. I love you guys. If you want your own personal reading, please like, please share, please support the channel. No other psychics are telling you all how to survive. Support me. Support your Black creators. Like, share, subscribe, press the bell to receive everything that I put out. Please. I'm not doing this for me. I know what to do. I'm doing this for my metaphysical people. Tell others about me. Don't leave me hanging. All I want to do is save everyone. And y'all know damn well I saved you all, not taking any credit when we did that respiratory solution. Do you understand that? Before we found out it was a respiratory issue. Spirit be talking through me, with me, around me. TraceyBrownlive.com for your own personal reading. Listen to the song, Tracey Brown Live, TraceyBrown.com. Go to the .com. There you will find the text number or the email address. I expect to hear from any one of you. Let's survive all of this together. Hi, guys.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live.